Hey, why my text? Everything's alright.
So how did this film happen with Nandini Reddy, this Kalyana Vaibhogam?
She wanted to cast me.
No, there is a reason. I know the reason what she told me, but
What did she tell you?
I don't know if she told you the
No.
reason.
What did she tell you?
She said there's something what happened to your girls, man? Curly-haired girl.
My hair is not very curly, it's wavy. Okay. So it just stays the way you style it.
Is it a conscious decision to change your look?
No. Dude, no.
Does it make you look very tomboyish or something?
I think I am tomboyish.
You want to be politically correct for your dad so that it doesn't
Dude, let me think.
Malavika, thank you so much for joining us today. It's a great pleasure to have you on the show. Right, so it's your second Telugu film in less than a year. So what's going through your mind? Are you nervous?
You know what? I never wanted to do this. So there was nothing I wanted to achieve, or it was not like I'll do a movie in a year or anything. So I'm not nervous. There's no place I want to reach. I'm just happy for whatever I'm getting right now. People are saying I'm doing well, so I'm just happy, yeah.
Right. So how did this film happen with Nandini Reddy, this Kalyana Vaibhogame?
So at Yevade audio launch, Yevade Subramaniam audio launch, Nandini Reddy saw me and she wanted to cast me. So she called me up and that's how it happened. So.
No, there is a reason. She hasn't told you why she cast you exactly, is it? Apparently she told me that she saw through about 400 profiles.
Yeah, all of that, yes.
Yeah, but you got the role in the end, so there must be something special, right?
I don't, maybe you should ask her that. Not that I...
Okay, actually, I know the reason what she told me, but...
what did she tell you?
I don't know if she told you the
No. What did she tell you?
She said there's something in Malavika's eyes.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Did she tell you that?
Something? No. She, I think she hinted at it, but not that she actually told me what it is.
Right. So, you shot the film in phases, right? Because you shot the bulk of it in summer. And
yes. Yeah, you cannot call it a schedule actually, but just a few days apart from the bulk you said. That was after vacation, after May, the second part of the shooting.
Okay.
So the major chunk was finished in the vacations, summer vacations, because I go to school, so we had to.
School?
Yeah.
Like what are you studying right now?
12th.
What, you were in your 10th or 11th when Yevade Subramaniam happened?
11th,
okay.
Yeah.
Right. So have you come to terms with the whole fact that you're acting in films now, that you're in a language which you properly don't understand?
Well, I have been acting since I was about 13. Not that I remember how I did it, but yeah, I just remember being around sets and, seeing people and facing the camera and taking directions and all of that. But I think with this movie, I really want to act. I remember my dad wanted me to do Yevade Subramaniam initially.
Oh.
And then I said, yeah. Mostly.
Why was that?
Because he really liked the script and so did I, but not that I wanted to. I did not say yes, basically.
Okay.
I did go with the flow. I really enjoyed working with it, but with this movie, I wanted to give my 100% or how much ever was possible. So it's very different. Now that I want to act and it's not somebody else who wants me to act or somebody else who's influencing me, this movie is special to me.
So, is there a reason behind this change of perception for you?
Reason? I don't quite know. It just happened. Initially, you know what? I did not want to do this movie as well because I've taken science in 12th. So, it's quite risky that I do a movie and then study in Delhi.
CBSE, is it?
CBSE, yeah.
Okay, right.
So, you know what? It's all possible. I can do science and I can do movies, but because there's so much pressure at school, parents, and everybody I speak to, everybody I tell ki I'm doing science and movies, they're not quite sure of it. So I think twice if I should have. I mean, yeah, sometimes. But now that I'm very happy and dude, I lost track. I lost track.
Certainly.
We need to start again. Wait, where was I? What was the question you asked me?
No, what was the change of perception? Like, why did you want to act in this film compared to...
So, 12th... So by the time the audio launch was over, my dad told me, Nandini Reddy has called him and that she wants to cast me. And I was like, oh, I mean, not that I knew her, but yeah it's just, again, I was very sure I would not do the movie because 11th I did Yevade and yeah, I couldn't go to school as much as I have went to school this year. So I was not sure and I wanted to score good and it's quite tough because you need to work hard. You need to give science a lot of time to score good. So I was not sure. I said no. I did not think I said no. And so you get like a week or 2 weeks break between the sessions because 12th classes start really early. So I was thinking and I was not sure. And then I was talking to Sunita Chaudhary. She was casting for this movie.
Okay.
So I was talking to her and at that point we were not doing the movie and she was just taking an interview and we were talking about movies and she did not mention this movie. And then I was like, you know what, maybe you should tell Nandini, I want to do this movie. Something just, maybe one of the life-changing decisions I made. I don't know, it's just the feeling of being independent and you get to choose and you choose and you deal with the mistakes, whatever you make. You deal with the consequences, mistakes, I don't know, whatever the consequences are. So quite, I don't know, I feel independent now in that sense.
So has it made you a more mature and a confident person?
Yes, it definitely has. Now that one of my first decisions and turns out it was a good decision and did me well. Yeah, I am mature. Each movie, it's not like from Yevade to this movie I've changed a lot. It was very gradual, everything. And yeah, I definitely think I am more mature. I'm changing, I'm constantly changing. Each month I feel I'm different.
Right.
So, I mean, this is the age, so.
Right.
Yeah.
So, you said you had to attend school as well, in between those two sessions. So, what was the scene on the set? Were you studying all the time or something?
You know what? It's not possible. You cannot study and then they call you and you cannot go act. I mean, I can't. I don't know if others can. So, but I did take tuitions here.
Tuitions?
After a shoot, like after 6, from 7 to 8, whatever. Because I had to. Not that I did study much in that 1-2 months, but yeah. I just feel, right now I'm having my pre-boards in a week and I'm sitting here. So. Not that I'm prepared. I mean, nobody believes me. My friends think I'm constantly going for tuitions because they're so well prepared, they cannot believe it that I'm not. And I'm so calm. I don't know. So, it's all in the head. And
what you studied or the
films? No. It's the fact that I may not be able to score good does bother me.
Right.
Because I have been constantly doing well in school and there's this ego thing which you have. You're like in the top 5, so you can't go down in 12th.
Right.
So also my teachers not all my teachers are supportive. So in a lot of ways, sometimes I feel I have to prove something to them. But then in like 5 minutes, I'm like, who do I prove to? What do I have to prove? I mean, how does it even matter?
Right. So let's talk about the film, Kalyana Vaibhogame. What's your role? Like, it sounds like a very happy film to me.
Yes, it is a very happy film. And actually, I was telling Nandini, if I was not part of the movie, if I did not know her, if I knew nobody from the movie, I would still like the movie. It's very special to me, moreover, because also I've never been part of making a movie so closely. Yeah, I've acted in a movie, I've watched scenes, but I've not gone to the edit room or watched the movie, the post-production. I have not been part of it. And this movie, my character's name is Divya, and she is, well, I wouldn't say like me, but there are things about her which I can relate to. Like, she's very empathetic. She's very empathetic. That's one of the most things I really like about her and which I could handle with. So yeah.
Is there something which you had to work on to get into that role?
I did Cuckoo, in which I play blind, and I was not sure. There was this 1-week workshop and stuff. And then I did Yevade, which was again, I thought maybe it would be easier than Cuckoo because I'm not playing blind and it's not very different. It's easier body language, but it was not.
Yeah.
It took me time. This movie, I thought it'd be easier because there's nothing unconventional about my character, is what I thought.
Right.
But I realize each character requires, I require at least a week for me to just get into it and just understand how Divya would think or how Anandi in Yavade would have thought. It takes me time. So each movie, to an extent, it is difficult. And not that I had a workshop or anything, but it takes me time to completely deliver and understand, for that matter.
Right. So what happens on that first day of the set? You land up and you're clueless about what you're supposed to do, or you just rely on your instincts and do it?
Till now, I have been initially, I am a little nervous initially, but the more movies I do, the less nervous I'm becoming, because I'm more confident that I will. Maybe initially I don't know what to do, but I would eventually get to know. I would get to know the character and understand what the director is saying. So I am, more or less clueless, not that I research or anything. I don't do any homework. It's not like I really work hard to act or I watch. I don't watch movies.
Is it what? You don't like movies, or you don't get time?
I just, not that I always have time, but I just don't, I end up not watching any movies, which is, I don't know, maybe I should do more homework.
So you just observe people and try to imbibe all that? Or do you read a lot?
I don't know what I do.
You don't know what you do?
I read a lot, but not books related to acting or anything, but not that I've observed myself, or not that I've made it a point to observe people and, imitate them or just keep that in mind. Okay, so that's how you're sitting. Maybe somebody like you would do that, and not that. I don't know what I do. Maybe I should.
You're definitely a child prodigy.
I don't. You know what? I initially sucked at acting. You cannot even say I'm a child prodigy because I was not, or that's what I feel. I did initially suck at acting. There were points when directors were like, "Arey, why are you here? And maybe you should go home." I did not want to act.
This was when you were 13, 14?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then I just did it, whatever, crap, I just finished it.
So what was that big turning point for you? Was it Cuckoo, that film which gave you that confidence?
Cuckoo, I was like, I watched Cuckoo and I was like, dude, am I capable of that? What was I thinking? I don't even remember. I don't know, it was very, I do not quite feel I did not observe, I cannot say I put in this much effort and this is what I got.
Right.
Because I didn't even think I put any effort, and it's amazing what I got. So
right.
I'm just thankful and not complaining.
Right. You seem to have struck a very amazing equation with Nandini Reddy, thanks to this film, Kalyana Vaibhogami. So what is it like? Is she a great friend, mentor, or anything else?
Great friend. The first time I spoke to her over phone, she was narrating the story to me, and I was like, she sounds like a very nice person. She sounds like somebody I would want to work with.
Okay.
But then in my head, it was a no. It was a no. It was a no. That's what I said, even after talking to her. So I was like, hey, I would like to work with. And she was, so she was telling me the funny moments in the story, and she would laugh. She would, I would laugh at her laughing, and I found her very sweet and very genuine, and I really wanted to work with her, but I clearly didn't want to work with her at that point, and I said no.
Because of your studies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I wasn't thinking. But then, finally I said yes. I'm just a very confused soul. So, that's how I met her. And then finally I said yes, and I came down a day before shoot. I missed the flight on that day. But I end up doing stuff like that. So,
so that means that's not the craziest thing you've done, missing a flight. I'm sure a lot of people do, but a day before the shoot.
Craziest things I've done. Yeah, a day before the shoot. Yeah, it's not like I intend to do crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just so disconnected sometimes. I end up doing stuff like that.
You get zoned out, is it?
Yeah.
Easily? All the time?
Very easily.
Okay.
Very easily.
Right. Talking about Nandini.
Yes.
Once you came to the set, what happened after?
So I went to the office. I met her, and for some very on my way from the airport to the office, I was like, oh my god, I'm just so nervous. I don't think I'll be able to do it. Maybe I should just go home. I should just fake. I should just say I'm sick. I want to go home. And then I came to the office and I was very calm and relaxed. I don't know why. I was like, yeah, hey, why am I tensed? Everything's all right. So I was sure that's how it was gonna be during the shooting.
Okay.
And it definitely matters if you have a very comfortable relationship with your director and the other technicians and your co-actors.
Right.
So that has worked in my favor because I'm very, very comfortable around her.
So you're also quite pampered on the set, right? All the time?
Yeah. I could do without pampering, but now that they are pampering me, why should I say no? So, which is, I am the youngest, but Shourya acts equally stupid and kiddish. So, sometimes I feel mature.
With Shourya?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, because
so what does he do? Like
he is quite hyperactive, and he in a good way, and he makes everybody happy and laugh, and he's like all and restless, and yeah, I mean, not that we have become really good friends, but I think he's very funny on screen. I think he's very funny and he's effortless. It's not like I find him funny because now that I know Telugu, this is how Telugu cinema works. But even if I did not watch any Telugu movie and I watched him, I would still find him funny. He's very funny in a, I don't know, natural way. I was dubbing the other day and
you dubbed for yourself in the
yeah,
film?
yes,
Okay.
so yeah, I dubbed for myself.
Amazing.
So I was dubbing the other day and I asked the engineer to play this one of the scenes because I wanted to watch Shourya
Okay.
and laugh before I go. That's so funny. I think I've watched it like 10 times or something, the same scene. I think he's very cool, and I did not expect he would be able to, I don't know. He did not come across as a very emotional person to me.
Okay.
He looked happy and cheerful and very, very childlike, but the scenes where he was supposed to cry and be sad and emotional, I was like, whoa dude, whoa, you're making me cry.
Right. So you were also working with Raasi garu for the first time in this film, and it's her comeback
Yes.
for a very long time.
Yes.
So what was the vibe like on the set?
The first day we shot with her and Anand Garu, my parents in the movie, I was nervous. I was like, oh my god. Because once you're nervous, once you're conscious, it's just a loop. It goes on and on and on.
Okay.
First take, second take, you just won't get it right for me. So it was quite, and I find her, I mean, she has this very warm energy around her, and you could just want to go and hug her, and she's just very, very, very sweet, and I was quite nervous initially, but finally it turned out well, and I'm happy at it.
So what, did she do something to make you get over that feeling, or
No, not actually.
you just get used to their presence?
Yes.
Okay.
You need to make sure you don't have to let them affect you. They were not even trying to.
Yeah.
They're just doing their work and going home. So.
Right. What's your favorite part of the whole film?
Favorite part of the whole film, as in you want me to tell you a scene or something?
It could be anything, on the set, what happened, or the scene that you're shooting for, or anything else.
I enjoyed shooting for this song. We shot this song at a resort where we're like sort of drunk and we're dancing. I really enjoyed shooting for the song. So other than that, I love being part of the post-production. I was just around Nandini all the time,
Okay.
in and out of the edit room and
Right.
watching other people dub. And I'm dubbing for the first time, so I was like, I really enjoyed dubbing.
So
I was not
do you
sure.
like what you're hearing after you dub?
Yeah, I mean, not that it entirely makes sense to me, as in when they talk about slang and all, I don't quite get it because, it's way too early for me to just get the slang. So.
Okay, right.
But I really enjoy dubbing, not listening to myself after I dub, but the whole process of interpreting the line. And
Right.
they tell you how to say it, but you need to translate it to your mother tongue, which is Malayalam in my case, and just maybe, emphasize the words and the syllables and then say it. And sometimes it just works. Sometimes it doesn't because it differs from language to language. So when it works, the joy you get from it is,
Right, right. So, what exactly does the film deal with? I understand it's about love, marriage, and probably a lot of films have already dealt with those themes. But what is it that makes Kalyana Vaibhogame such a different or a special film for you?
You know what? For every sort of relationship to sustain, there has to be a friendship between the two people. I mean, whatever, a marriage, or for that matter, a father-daughter relationship. There has to be an underlying friendship for the thing to sustain. And I think that is what our movie explores.
Okay, right. You describe your character as somebody who's very empathetic to people, right, Divya? So what else defines her?
Not sympathetic, empathetic. As
empathetic, yeah. You can understand what the other person is going through, right?
Yes.
So what else defines her? Like, what sort of a girl is she?
Well, you know what? Most of us, I would say, are a certain way with people. Like Divya, for that matter, is very polite and very subdued in front of her father, and though she does not agree with all of what he says, she has to, I mean, whatever, nod or accept and be quite obedient. There is a rebellious streak in her, which you don't completely see in the movie, but yeah, there are parts in which you're like, whoa, we don't know
her.
Yeah.
Right. So are you like that in real life as well? Like, are there two shades in you?
Yeah, I think so, but more than two, I would say, because I'm different with different people and at different times.
Okay.
Most people can't be the same way, and not that I am like that with my father. Dude, let me think. No. Let me think.
You want to be politically correct for your dad so that it doesn't work.
Exactly. You've got me there.
But they seriously have high expectations on you, right? That you'll do really well in both the fields.
Yeah, they do. Expectations, dude, just do not bring that word up, because not my parents, my dad in particular expects a lot from me. Somehow, I've shaped myself to, I don't know, sometimes I feel it's just, I'm just trying so hard to, be best at whatever I do, or just, not that I want to compete, but there is this thing where you want to impress, or you want to make them happy.
Right.
My dad, for that matter. I remember when I was really small, not very, 7 years ago, I was 10.
Keep forgetting one, yeah.
So I would draw, I would write, I would paint, and I would dance, and I would all give it to my dad, and I would wait for him to react, and he would just nod, or he would not say it's very good or anything. Now he does appreciate me and stuff.
Okay. Right.
But then at those points I just badly wanted him to, I don't know if he did accept me, but there was more. There was this appreciation that I wanted from him, and now that I'm sort of getting over it. You can't always please everybody. I mean, it doesn't work that way.
So on the set, you would always look at Nandini to get her approval whether you're good or not? Or?
That you need to.
Okay.
That you need to, because it's her movie. That I need to. Yeah, which I did.
Okay.
I would, initially I would run to the monitor and watch. And then gradually I just looked at her face. Because sometimes you could do better, and that's not exactly what you wanted to do or what the other person wanted you to do. So I would just look at her face and just watch her watch the monitor.
Right.
So then I would get it.
Right. What happened to your curls, man? I think that's what people noticed when you came in your day, and at least the poster had that. Very curly-haired girl. The moment I see you here, like, the curls are gone. Was it a conscious decision to change your look?
No, dude. No. I don't make very firm, strong decisions. And my hair is not very curly, it's wavy.
Okay.
So it just stays the way you style it. So now if I have just blow dried it, it just stays like this. So I think people did like my curly hair, and I've cut it short, so it now has reasons to be straight. So
So which look do you like better, this one or the other one?
I personally like short hair, like shorter hair. Shorter hair.
Okay.
Yeah, which not a lot of people approve of.
Why is it so? Does it make you look very tomboyish or something?
I think I am tomboyish.
You are?
Yes.
Okay.
I had to fight with myself before wearing this pink and all of that. I am tomboyish.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it was a regular day, I would never wear this. Never. I would not wear this. You can do whatever. No, I would not wear this. So yeah, I like shorter hair, like really short hair, which would not actually. Maybe since I'm acting, people want me to have longer hair so that you can accordingly. Yeah.
So what's the meanest thing that you have done, or are you like very guarded when people try to approach you? Because you say that you're tomboyish, right?
Meanest thing, as in with respect, when people. No, I'm actually very sweet and polite to people I don't know.
Okay.
I'm very polite and sweet.
To people whom you don't know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless they really push my limits and they're like extremely rude, I'm very sweet to them.
Okay. So what, you're cursing your teachers right now for being so mean to you?
Don't you just see it? I'm venting. They should not watch this interview. They should not watch it.
Now, going back to what you said earlier, that you're finding it kind of tough to manage both studies and movies, at least at this point of time. So 7 months from now, you'll be done with your 12th standard.
Yeah.
So what will happen after?
I have 8 months. I have like 4 months. March.
Oh, March you get done. Okay, right. So after March, what happens? Like, are you still gonna give movies a shot? Like, will it be a full-time thing, or are you still gonna go to college and then see how things work?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no idea. But I definitely want to go to college, but I'm not sure.
You want to still continue with science there?
Mostly.
What's your favorite part of the whole science thing?
I really love astronomy, for that matter. Right?
Seriously?
Yes.
Okay.
You know what? I always wanted to become an astronaut. Before I knew what an astronomer meant. Okay. And then I got to know what an astronomer meant, and then I wanted to become an astronomer. So when I was like really small, I had my dad getting me these space books in with all the pictures, and not that I could read.
Yeah.
So from then till I was about 10, and then I got to know it was not practical. You could not actually become an astronaut. Like, how do you just become one? It's not like you after 12th you just.
Right.
That's what I thought. But and then in 10th I thought I'll take arts, not because I wanted to act, but because I wanted to. I don't know, write, paint, or whatever. And then I was like, no, I want to take science. And I'm so happy I took science. Not that I did really well in 11th, but I enjoy studying science. I really enjoy studying science. Otherwise, I would have left school, I would have stopped going to school long ago. Because that's the amount of pressure I get at school. From teachers and from whoever. Because there's this extra thing on you because you're denying the ways. Children are supposed to go to coaching, they're supposed to go for tuition and study and score good, while you're doing nothing. You're not even studying on your own, and you go act, and you come back, you look so confident. No, we cannot deal with that, dude. We need to give you some sort of thing to deal with. So, not all the teachers though, which is quite, yeah. So that, and so I really enjoy studying science. That's why so what you asked me, I'm just going off track. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I want to do. But I would definitely do science. I don't know, next year or the year after. I like to act as well now.
Right.
So I'm more confused.
Right. We'll come back to that astronomy bit because I find that quite fascinating. So what is it? Like, you just sit in the balcony and stare at stars, or are you
not that I have time for that. But
you don't have time to do that?
No, either I'm studying or acting.
Okay.
But I used to really like to stare at stars when I could.
Okay.
I still could, but I'm
Not in Delhi though.
Not in Delhi, yeah.
You
Not
can't
that you
see
see
stars.
stars, yeah. Not that you see stars. You know what? We were in Nepal and we could see a satellite, I think. Or was it a shooting star? I don't know.
Okay,
I think
yeah.
it was a satellite because it was really slow.
Okay.
So yeah, it was like really full of stars.
Yeah.
Not even, it's like full of stars. So that was very, very fascinating. I'm reading A Brief History of Time. So, I was telling you why I was really happy I took science, because now, because of the things that they've taught me in 11th and the things they're teaching me in 12th, the way I approach problems, or as in science, not philosophical, or it has changed. The way I see, there is so much more, and till 10th it was like this, and now it's like this. So this is how much I know. Yeah. That's why it's quite hard, because they just suddenly tell you so much, and you have to learn all of it. And not that I'll be able to learn all of it, but I really, really enjoyed the whole process of learning. And now reading A Brief History of Time, I bought it when I was 15, when I was in 10th. I couldn't understand. Now I know it because I did quite enjoy. Not that I always went to school, but whenever I did go, I did understand what they were teaching me. And so I have like a really, really good time studying, and people teach me.
What's the most fascinating thing about stars for you? Or constellations, galaxies? Do you get really excited when you discover a new star or a black hole?
Not that I very keenly follow news, but makes you feel you're such a irrelevant part of this universe. And I read this article where Einstein said that you, in your head, are the center of your universe.
True.
You are everything has to do with you. I mean, everything that affects you, everything that bothers you, disturbs you. I mean, that's how easy and that's how simple we are. And it just makes you feel like nothing, and in a good way. Like, don't worry so much. Don't take yourself so seriously. And I don't exactly know why I like astronomy so much, but I really like it. It fascinates me. It does.
Right. Coming back to Kalyana Vaibhogame, talking about Anand Garu, your father. So how was it working with him?
I felt he had this, when I watched him on screen, he had the quality where the daughter is afraid of the father. He's like really, I don't know, dominant, or really, really firm. Not that he shouts, not that he raises his voice, but the way he sounds, the way he moves, like really slow. So he has, as far as I'm concerned, done justice to Divya's dad.
Right. So final thoughts, right? Now you've worked with Nandini for so long, you've known her for almost 6 months now, 5 months. So in the end, like, what is it that you have really understood about her? You already talked about your initial perception of her, that you found her to be a very nice person, you wanted to work with her, but after working with that, after going through the whole run, in the end?
What I've quite observed, and what I also want to inculcate in me is like, you have a certain idea, you have a certain perspective about things. It need not be right, it need not be popular. Not everybody would like it. You like it, you know it, you have to stand by it, because nobody else would. You have to believe in it, and you have to go forward with it, because I've heard her say, making a movie is a gut feeling. You cannot take everybody's opinion and make like a perfect movie which everybody would like. No, majority likes it, maybe the other people don't. So just standing by what you believe, even though others may not actually quite do, is something I find really cool in her. With each movie, I get a really different perspective, because for me, it's my parents, school, my friends, people of same age, or just my parents or relatives. But when I go out, when you go out and when you act in movies, there are so many different ideas. There are so many different kind of people. The crew in Yevade to the crew in here, it's very different. So it's all just about the perspective. And when we went to Nepal for Yevade shooting, it was getting to know so much and at such a rate.
Right.
Hence, I'm changing. I'm changing, and I'm so happy. I'm a very different person now after this movie. So, you wanted a lesson.
No, I think I've got what you're trying to say. Right. Right. Thank you so much, Malavika. I hope you take back a lot of lessons and fond memories from this film. And we hope to see you soon again, maybe in April or something.
Yeah, soon.
Right. Have a nice day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.